Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. This one is really interesting one, and it will make you laugh over. Well, do you have a blabbering voice, this blabbering internal voice coming to you maybe during the day? Less, more, kind of a negative voice? Tracks you down. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you should have done that, you should have done this is wrong, no, not again. Self criticism, guilty, making you down, self down. Or someone else has said something, and how can he or she say that? How the hell did he do that? Did she do that? Oh, yeah, she's right. He is right. I am bad. Oh no, I'm not worthy. I'm really bad. Blah, 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 blah. The negative internal voice, the negative internal dialogue. Well, you know what? Internal dialogue is useful when it is positive. How is it useful if it's negative? It is not, and you know it very well. And what we do as human beings is we overdo the dose of negativity, and if it is like overdoing of anything, spills over everything. Yeah. And then everything around you becomes negative, isn't it? It's like, overeating definitely doesn't help the stomach scientifically, and it does reacts. That's the same way our minds start reacting. And in my experience, what you can do is, the good news, you can undo this internal dialogue from your mind, from your computer easily, because your brain is just like a computer. It can run the program you want. And I experienced this exercise with myself quite unconsciously, and I realized this is a pattern which I can share with all of you. So here I am sharing you an experience, and then we will do this exercise. And I just did this exercise unconsciously. It happened unconsciously with myself without I knowing that I'm doing it. And when I was done with this pattern, I realized it can be a useful pattern that can be shared. And how it happened with me is, I was just having some negative internal dialogue coming. Why can't you start this and that? That was going on. And I just suddenly paused and realized, hey, what's there? What's happening? And I paused and I loudly spoke that voice out external, blah, 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 blah. And I challenged my own voice. And I asked, how do you know that? What else can be done? What's the choice? Oh, it's so funny to repeat this negatively. And it's so funny. I mean, we can do something else. We can focus on some resourceful state and start working on it. Oh, it's so funny. And I started giggling over my own self. It just happened in a few seconds for me. And I stopped completely, like my internal dialogue stopped completely. And now whenever I think about it, I feel that laughter again. It's so funny to talk about that voice, and it just doesn't come now. And I know the fun which comes in. So do you want to feel the same? Do you want to replace your internal negative dialogue, especially with a resourceful, fun laughter? And you can ask, oh, how do you know that? And what else can be done? What's the choice? What resource can we utilize? What can I do right now? And just start. And this is so funny. We can maybe focus on that point and then leave it away. So I invite you to take a deep breath, and you can listen to this podcast starting from this point whenever you have this negative voice. And here it goes, the technique. The moment this negative voice comes in, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Maybe for you it is, you're this, oh, you're that, oh, you're this. Maybe it is slow, maybe it is fast. Whatever the voice is coming out, let that voice come out louder in front of you. Like you hear that voice and you start imitating that voice, start saying that voice externally, or blah, 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 in whatever speed it is talking. If it is talking fast, start talking fast. Oh, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm not done, I'm done, da da da. Or if it is slow, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, oh my god, no, I just can't do this. So whatever it is talking, talk out louder right now. And then the moment you're done with talking out louder in front of you and you have got it, and just quickly at this moment start challenging yourself and challenge yourself. And when you challenge yourself, automatically your voice, your quality of the voice changes. Start challenging. How do I know? How do I know that I am like this? How am I so sure about this? This is what I am. Does that really mean that? Can it mean something else? Can it be done differently? What resourceful can I do right now? What can I do right now to change? And what is the first step which I learn right now? Oh, how funny is that? If I know the first step and if I know the resourceful state, I mean, just shut up. It just happened. It just happened. And it's so funny, literally. And you started feeling something else right away, isn't it? So go back and do what you want to do. Go back and just go and focus on what you want to do and what you love to do and what you enjoy doing. Did you observe the shift which just happens in few seconds itself? It's so funny. It's really funny. You can make shifts in few seconds and minutes. And what will happen if you learn these things more and more? You can make shifts the way you want. You can create your own patterns the way you want, the way I do it. Let me tell you what we did in this exercise. You have this internal strategy, this internal voice in a specific way. What you are doing is you are getting this internal voice external. And the moment you get that external, and with whatever speed, fast or slow, the way it is, exactly you imitate that external voice. And quickly start in whatever format of your own ways of challenging that voice. You can use a strategy of going louder, whatever. However, the moment you will think about challenging your voice, automatically the voice will start shifting and start challenging it over and start, when literally this happens, it just starts laughing it over because what you're doing, you know it very well, and then you're still doing that. Isn't it funny? Isn't it really, really funny? And it just happened just now again in a few minutes. And you observe that your internal voice shuts and you start laughing over. And now, whenever it would come generally, it'll be so easy for you to change. And how easy it has become right now itself when you do this exercise, and it just changed. How easy it is to change other patterns too, isn't it? Come over and join the entire process to change yourself easily, naturally, and effortlessly. Have fun.